Okay, so at last, I've made my decision. I'm going to create an entirely artificial island. I'm going to start here, and I'm going to shape and mold it. So, yeah, they're having a party over there as usual. So yeah, we got all the stuff going on that you know is already about. In addition, I am now mass producing dirt. I have an entire game's worth on hand, but you know, we might need more landfill. This finished. It's done. It's transporting it away. We're gonna have to haul this, because not only is gold really important, but I realized I have almost no lead. So, yeah, tungsten is useful, but yeah, the lead and the gold, I just need to make sure that I have silver, as previously mentioned, somewhere in my empire. I'll have to worry about that, but not right now. As you can see, I've taken this island over and made it a staging ground for various resources that will be of use. Okay, we are starting here. Okay. The first thing we're going to want to do is we're going to want to create fire. Let me see. I'll probably go up. That seems close enough. Okay. Let's not make it too big at first, because I might not have enough landfill to do everything I want. I've got with me fertilizers. I've got with me seedlings to plant trees. I've got with me cement for making roads, if I don't decide to just cement over the whole thing, that is. I don't have that much cement. I've made as much stuff as I can, okay? But it might be a little bit rough at first, but everything here is going to be fully automated with flying robots. This is going to be a sci-fi utopia. How far will I get with this? I did make a crap ton of landfill. Well, I have a whole game's worth. I've been making it non-stop pretty much the entire game out of mud. But now I'm also using gravel. So it's mud and gravel. I think it'd be really cool to plant coral reefs and then build on that, but, you know, those are supposed to take a really long time to grow, but this game's a little bit fast and loose with things like that. Trees are pretty close to instantaneous, after all. Do I want to leave a lake inside my base? Oops, shit. I might. But not here. I don't want to shape things. I really wish I could suck the land back up. But, you know, that won't be an option. Alright, this is a start. We're going to begin with our power core. Yeah, I could jack into the existing power system, but I'd rather build a whole new system and try out the nuclear power. I've got enough of the materials. So I want to do that. Look at this. Somebody mentioned something about there being a way to make a larger brush for landfill, but if there is, oops, I've never figured out how to do it. So, might be a different mod, or might be the newer version of Factorio. Might be, just a tool I don't know how to use. I still have more landfill. Good, good. This section is going to be concrete. Pure concrete. Look at how fast we can move on this. This is amazing. Oh, this base is gonna be on a whole different level from that mess back there. Ooh, look at this. And now we find our holes where I need to put down more landfill. There we go. Faster! Okay. Our atomic base. Oh, I'll have to name it. The atomizer. I think that should be the name of the power plant. Just because it's a ridiculous name. It amuses me. Oh, I could name it Chernobyl. That seems like an auspicious name for an atomic power plant. Sure, for your name. 3 Mile Island might be an acceptable name for a power plant, too. No, we're building our own continent. This is just the beginning. This is no mere island. I'll let the bugs keep their continent. I'll build my own. Although, maybe I'll just mass-produce weapons which can destroy them and go out and finish the job. We have a lot that we can do. I can upgrade my armor. I can build gunships and jets, potentially. I can build better artillery, actually. I think the sniper turrets are basically at their limit. And the munitions are basically at their limit for them, too. They're very effective. They held that point while I was mining. Okay, I still have a lot of resources, so I can make a lot more. I'm actually feeling much better about this. I wasn't sure just how much space I'd be able to do. So this is a start. It's a beginning. I'll have little lakes. I'll have little parks with trees. All sorts of things. Yes, I have a whole game. When I say I have a whole game's worth of landfill with me, I mean it. So, we'll be able to go large. Okay. Now, let's get into nuclear physics. Alright, that would be here. Okay, that's green. That's gotta be it. Concrete, electric circuit boards, copper, and steel. Oh, I'll take some steel. I have a bunch with me. Copper, yeah. Electronic circuit boards should be over here. Oh, that might... Yeah, that's enough. And cement. Okay, we'll make ourselves a nuclear reactor. I'll probably need a heat pipe. Sounds important. Brass, invar, and stone. Brass and invar. Well, guess what? Whatever strange material you call for, I don't have to go through a bunch of crap to build it. I have it all with me. Unless it's brass. If it's brass, I'm screwed. Really. Okay, no, I have enough. I have enough. I can build one heat exchange. Oh my gosh, what is all this crap? Cobalt, steel, aluminum. Alright. Let's see. Wood. Cobalt, steel. You said aluminum. You know what? Maybe I should just start doing this. Let's get a little of everything in my inventory, shall we? That should make this a lot easier. Iron, probably a good thing. Glass, probably not going to come up, but you never know. Come on, move that out of the way. Gunmetal shouldn't come up. Gold. Lead. Ah, you said cobalt steel. Okay, there. That's a pretty good sampling. What do I still need? What is that? Alright, fine. Good point. I should have some of all of these. And we're going to be making a lot of interesting and cool stuff soon. I need... You've got my resin. I feel like I'm missing some things. And that's bothering me. I thought I'd brought everything I could need over. I even thought about those catalyst things. Well, no matter. Let's see, what is that? Steam engine Mark III. Brass! Doggone it, brass again! Alright. It's fine, you know what? It's fine. Here, hold all this. We want to build a full-on atomic reactor. We shouldn't expect it to be too easy. Apparently no material other than brass could ever be used. Where the hell do I make brass? Brass has not come up in a long time. I don't think I've made it in ages. This is brass, right? Yeah, this feels like brass. Okay. Copper and zinc. Your zinc, right? Okay, where are you getting the copper from? I don't see copper anywhere around here. It might be that I've needed so little of this material that I never bothered ever making more than a smidgen of it. This would have been one of the early things. Alright. Got it. Okay, steam turbine. Should probably slap down another centrifuge while I'm at it. Alright. There are lead ingots here too. Oh, I see. Alright then. There. If it asks for any more brass, I have some. I have a little bit. I have a smidgen. No, get this out of my inventory. Alright. Brass. We're almost done. Steam turbine. Alright, let's see how all this goes together now. Just this big gray square. Very futuristic. You just, it's the foundation of something grand. Alright, I need... Hey, yo. I need to clear my tool belt. That's something I need to completely redo. I no longer deal in those. Alright. Oh yeah, we'll need a radar. But first, power. Power first. We need to judge how much space we need for this. We just need to see this in action. Okay, there's that. Didn't I make a heat pipe? Oh, you ate it. I'll probably need heat pipe. Alright, let's see how this works. So, first things first. It's got little flame markings on it. Is it dangerous to stand near it? Will I burn myself? Fuel. Okay. Okay, what do we have here? I see steam and I see steam. Steam turns it. This produces steam. This produces heat. It's got a neighbor bonus. So you want to build them near each other. This takes the hot air and turns it into power. Oh, I see. Ah. We need to test this. How do I get nuclear fuel, though? No. I need... Fusion. Whoa. I need a uranium fuel cell. I see. Oh no, it uses the special kind. There's a process for reusing it. I have enough. I'm gonna have to research this. And probably this. Oh, they're expensive. I'm gonna need this. But we have enough to run a test. Oh, we don't have power. Okay, hold up. I don't need that much. We're only testing. Alright. I also worked on more science. Anyway, I just need to jack into a power source for a second here. We're going to figure out how to recover the fuel, and we're going to figure out how to make all this stuff work. Okay. Alright. Slap down one of these, which are soon going to be obsolete in favor of something even fancier. You. Alright. Let's just make a few. Oh. I don't have the pink ones. I bet I... Oh, 10 apiece. I might be able to improve this with mod chips. It probably won't let me. I think it will let me put the pink ones in this one. Yeah. This is probably enough. Yeah, that'll do. You can have these back. Okay. Alright. So what I probably want to do is I probably want to put a whole bunch of these in close proximity and then run the heat pipe from the whole mess. Lasts a long time. Promising. Temperature is rising. Okay. Alright. I need an offshore pump. And we'll just put a plastic pipe next to this. I'm sure it's fine. It'll work. Okay. You are now producing steam. We have to have something that wants power. How many of these do... Ooh, how many of these can I build? I don't have enough resources to mass produce this, but... Okay, alright, Okay, alright, boy. Jeez, alright, let me get, let me grab my mod chips. There we go. Didn't think so. Nope, okay. Fair enough. Okay. There it is. It should be spitting out a used up one in a second. This enrichment process requires me to keep at least 40 of these on hand. Okay. The temperature is still rising. I don't know what the upward limit is. I don't know how much heat one of these can take. It's not producing any more than I need. God, so cool. How much do I want to dedicate to this? How many do I want to build? Each nuclear reactor costs 500 circuit boards. I don't think I can make even 2 of them right now. I see. Well. Okay, stacks of 50. Okay, the enrichment process, and I need one other critical thing to make this work, and that is recovering nuclear fuel. You need the whole set. Okay, there's the used cell. Alright. In a centrifuge. Alright. You know, as weird as it is, you might actually need to feed yourself to keep this process going. I have to create a system that balances this. I have to create a system that balances this. Is that its limit by itself, 999? Okay. So interesting. Well, well, well. I've got to figure this out. I'm probably gonna want to make a huge bank of these. But I have to... You want them close together, but you can't do better than banks of 4 and still be able to reach them and load them with stuff. Fuel, I mean, and remove the excess fuel. So you could do rows, or you could do banks of 4. Probably go with banks of 4. You're gonna need to get all the fuel out. You're gonna need to... How do you prevent it from... I actually have a lot of things I need to figure out here. I'm probably going to end up using a silo. That way I can put the ins and the outs. That way it could feed itself. Okay, probably want a beacon to increase the speed more. And what you do is you do it like this. And you do it like this. Okay. Now, I want to see the last step, nuclear fuel reprocessing. Once I have that step, we'll know everything we need to know about this process. Okay. I don't have enough of this on hand. There's more over here. There's plenty more. I have lots of radioactive material to work with, but I don't have radioactive material to waste. No waste. We're going to get advanced electrons. We're going to get all the advanced stuff. Everything is going to be such high-grade stuff on this place. We're going to go crazy with our research. Assuming... Looks like we're still okay. Go collect more stuff. Blue. We're going to run out of blue. I've got red and green still producing, so we're good on those. Yellow and purple, and logistics will also be issues. Okay. I'm lost. Where am I? Here. Yeah. That's fine. Do it like that. Okay. I'll have to find a way to auto-feed, to keep this loaded, but to make more fuel cells. Do I actually lose the iron in the process of these cells? I think the iron is consumed somehow. Alright, here comes the reprocessing. This is probably going to demand a centrifuge as well. I can make another. I might as well get started. Good old iron gears. I'm surprised you didn't ask for something exotic. Sure you don't want them to be nitinol? Maybe vibranium? Okay. Reprocessing. Reprocessing. Okay. Yep, it's a centrifuge. I guessed it. Okay. Now, this has been out of fuel for a little bit now. Here's the other side of the equation. How long does it keep turning? Now, admittedly, we don't have a huge power load, but the heat is a very stable source. Look at how slowly it's dropping. This thing has been charged for a long time. Interesting. Very interesting. Okay. So you would take 5 of these. Is that right? No, 3 of these. It's a 1-for-1 ratio. 5 of them equal 3, so each 10 gives me 6. But producing them... Wait, no, they're produced in this for some reason. Okay. Alright, so I only get back 6, so I'm using 12 and 1 each time. And these are actually converting at a rate. The process is quite lossy. 3 to 1. I don't know what I'm worried about. I have 94,000 uranium. That's all of it, though. Maybe I should be worried. I don't want to interrupt this process or I'll lose all of the stuff and then I won't be able to make more stuff. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to be like, no more you. We're going to pack this up. Look at how long-lasting this is. But I don't know that this is the spot exactly where I'm going to put it. Alright. I think my goal is to get 3 more nuclear reactors. I think that's goal 1. 4 nuclear reactors together will be my starting point. I just have to figure out this little puzzle here. Just need to figure out this little puzzle here. We'll do it though. We'll probably want multiple heat exchangers and probably need more than 1 steam turbine. Maximum power output is 5.4. Yeah. So each individual one is very powerful. And then they last an insanely long time. I could probably output quite a few more steam turbines. You know, I could use steam turbines with regular old plain Jane boilers. Maybe the temperature has to be really high. It does monitor temperature, so probably not. The maximum temperature is 465. I see. I wonder if there's an improvement. No, I think this is everything, man. Wait, no, wait. Advanced. Oh, huge jump in power output and temperature. Tungsten, we're not there yet. This is where we'll go next. All we need is tungsten. So, we're going to build this, and we know there'll be an upgrade to the systems later. But not to the reactors themselves, which is the hard part. Okay. Alright. Interesting. Oh, right. Let's start getting rid of crap that's on this list, shall we? I should probably just research everything. I don't even want this. This is just a waste of resources. I don't even want this. It's also a waste of resources. We will start with the rocket booster. My, look at how easy it is to research. Perhaps we'd like a water bore? Oh, look at this. Perhaps we'd like fluid handling. That'll lead to stuff with trains, which is something we possibly will actually maybe never get into. But we might. It could happen. So why not? Another more powerful electrolyzer. Yes, I would actually like a better electrolyzer. I might be very happy to have that. Electrolyzers are quite useful, actually. Let's see, an alternate method to make fertilizer and raw wood? Sure, why not? Couldn't hurt. Oh, doggone it, I flew by and it sucked batteries out of me. It's constantly doing crap like that. This plane is so obnoxious. I'm gonna get another type of plane is what I'm gonna do. We'll get there. Polishing! Look how fast it researches. Okay, so we had various things that we wanted, but the big one is circuit boards, and I probably don't have any at the moment. Those are a very high demand item. The gem processing. Well, we do know those get involved with some lasers and different things. I wonder what else they're tied to. Okay. I should just go down here. Soon we'll build everything over there and we won't even come back here. Okay, railways. Braking force, automated rail transport, fluid wagons, bridges. I'm going to leave trains alone for the moment. I don't need signals the way I've been using the boats. They generally only have one per thing. I mean, if I decide to transport a large amount of goods, a considerable distance, I thought about it, but I decided, too much trouble. Oh, let me see. You need... Oh, I see. You need... Oh, I see. Whole chain has broken down. Roboports, definitely. Pump jacks? I mean... I'm using oil rigs, so I don't really need those. I don't really see myself using vehicle solar panels, but you never know. Alright, so we have a whole breakdown of things here. Very soon we're not going to come back here. Everything is going to be built over there. But until we have power, we have to get things started. Shotguns, armor. I'm building my own land. This, however, is very important. But I don't have that much research at the moment. Seems useful. Don't care. We've got nuclear. If we want to make seedlings. Lots of things. Alright, you know what? Fine. Let's take the important thing. Okay. Now... Oh yeah, those are supposed to be in there. Oh my gosh, everything is broken down over here and not running. Alright. We just need... If we can get up to 4 nuclear plants, I'll call the power system good for probably a long-ass time. Probably won't have to worry about it again for some time. So, let's see what I need. I'm going to want more logic boards, of course, but I can shift everything from here to there. We'll really do logic boards over there. Alright. What's the matter? You have tin. You have everything. Why aren't you producing? Move, move, move! Don't stop again. Don't let me catch you loafing. Okay, there it goes. Alright, so that's what we need there. Let me grab some more cement. Can't have too much concrete. And let's take a peek over here. And then, yeah, I'm probably going to have to come back later when I've got actually enough circuits. I might build more circuit manufacturing and all the components. Okay, don't care about bobmonium. Looks like I need to shift more sapphire over to here. I occasionally come by and balance this, but we're going to have a better system. We're going to have systems that let products come in and just immediately get done. Just rip fuel right out of the plane. Keep going. Keep going. Maybe you're going too far. It might be good to keep some crushed rock around. You never know. Okay, that's still doing its thing. Alright. Yeah, that's what it's going to be. I'm just going to come back when I've got everything we need to make the atomics happen. Why can't I fix that? I can chop down trees from inside the plane, but I can't fix things. It's a bit strange and arbitrary, you know? Well, no matter. Is this enough yet? Yeah. Copper, steel, and concrete. I've got the... Hello? Gotcha! Okay. Alright. The steel. Gotcha. The concrete. Copper. Who needs blue science? I need these circuits. Ooh, wow. Really? They're so expensive. I need 2 more of these. 2 more. Well, I have the copper, the steel, and I definitely have the concrete. So, yeah. Where else would I have circuits? Hold on, we can snag some more. No, no. Actually, no, I think that's it. Yeah, that one uses logic boards. So no dice there. Wow. I need 1 more. That's 450. Let me see. I might have some in this box over here. Should have occurred to me. Let me, since I sucked some of the fuel out of this, let's just stop and refuel. These things are actually fairly fuel efficient. These big boats. Wow, recursion takes for freaking ever. But yeah, Factorismo is going to be a big part of this. So let me see. No. No, they'd have been in this box. No. I do, however, have supplies. I do, however, have spare supplies here from the manufacture of them. I suppose we could just start manufacturing them here. I'd have to do ferric chloride. Well, I do have iron. That's where they were. Huh. I'm always ending up with garbage in this thing. I'm quite serious about retiring it for something else. Okay, so... Do I even have enough for you? I'll need about another 6,000. Ooh, substations. Look at how much concrete that is. Oh my gosh. I will want requester chest. I think that's the only important thing here. Oh, it's cheap too. Yeah, I think that's the only other thing this will need. Needs copper. Oh wait, 4.6 thousand? Oh shit, you don't need anything. Holy crap, no, we're in great shape. Okay, no, we're good, we're good. Can get a lot of research done. Alright. So, yeah. We will be back soon with all the circuit boards. Ah, they're producing pretty fast. Yeah, I'll manage a couple of things elsewhere. This mining op here, I can relocate things. Yeah, I should be able to wedge everything from here up into this mess. And then it should auto-empty all the sapphire. Yeah, from there. Just takes time, and the rubite will just keep saving the rubite. I've actually thought about turning this entire thing upside down. If I shifted the if I expanded the island and moved the crushers over here, I could just have this come right out, and all of these could go up instead of down. It wouldn't be that hard to switch things around, actually. On the other hand, I could just make a line that all of this feeds into. I could just make 3 lines that snake up from here and just have all of this pour onto them. I put them a little too close. Well, actually, no, because they feed into each other the way I've gapped them. I could totally do it. Yeah. I could totally do that and just have this whole mess take care of itself and keep feeding. I want to upgrade the speed of this entire operation. That should be a project. Increase all of these to more powerful crushers and such. With what I've got on hand, we could actually push it quite far. Let's see. Yeah. We would go from a crafting speed of 1.5, so we would double the speed, and it might have additional mod ship slots for even more. Flotation cells are currently 0.5. I'd have to research more advanced things, though. Yeah. I have to do some researches to make that work. Alright, anyway. We're almost there. By almost, I mean I have a little bit more to go. But we'll get soon. Alright, I'll come back shortly with... Oh my gosh, did you stop moving? What's the matter? What are you missing? Copper. Yeah, I just grabbed copper. Here you go. Anyway. Be right back. Okay. Number 4. Alright. Well, I'm going to pack this up and lose all the heat that was already in it and all that. And instead, I've decided I'm going to go with this corner. Neighbor bonus still says 0%. That's wrong. I think I run faster than I go in the plane now. It's ridiculous. Okay. This. Hold this. Okay. this and some of this. Okay. So, I'm not sure exactly where I'm putting all of this just yet. I can't speak through between them. Interesting. Neighbor bonus 200%. I think I can put more on this side. I'm gonna go with 6. I have the chips! Yes, I made that many. I did. Okay. Whump. I need some of this. 300%. I can't put 2 of them here, or I mean another row. I mean, it would be perfect, but then how would you reach this to put fuel in? But anyway, it's a pretty big-ass bonus. So, assuming that we can continue a row going this way. Is that how I want to do it? Is that? No. I want it to be ranged this way. Well, if I'm gonna unload them, I'm gonna need... I'll go ahead and add one more... Where's all my... Uh-oh. Anyway, we can sort things out as we go. Ridiculous. You know, there are even faster things to run on. Alright. So what we need... We need the old ones to come off. Hold up, I need a little more space. No, we got this. I just need... a little more of this. Okay. Okay, perfect. All is once again right with the universe. Now. So now this circuit, if I want to continue expanding downward, it will be easy enough to do. For now... Oh, I need lubricant to make that? Crap. For now, we can just loop. Look, this'll do for now. It'll do for the moment. We'll figure it out later. I don't want to head all the way over to where my lubricant is. It'll just be a placeholder. Alright, so this is all heating up. Okay. It has to go... Oh, wrong way. Okay. This has to pass by all of them so that they can load and unload. Very important. Okay, so you load and unload. Now, heat pipes don't go underground, do they? So that means you're all connected, right? Any place I make the heat pipe come out is good, yes? It better be. Okay, where's that connector? Oops. There. Okay, see that? Yeah. And the very, very hot pipe comes out. Well, actually, that's a stupid place to put it. Actually... Actually, the smart place to put it would be here. And the heat pipe just shoots out there. Give me that. It's just a pipe full of heat. It's not heated liquid or anything. It's just heat. It just comes through this pipe. I wonder what this is, actually. I should look this up. I'm wondering. You know, it says base mod squeak through, but clearly... Oh, wait, no, I can fit. Oh, never mind. It's just difficult. Oh, because I'm moving so fast, it's difficult. Yeah, okay, I understand now. Okay. Is this good? It's probably okay. Alright, so we have various things that are going to come into play here. For now, let's put our turbine down. And let's get some wires. And I'm leaving it nice and easy to expand this further, depending on my needs. Okay. Finally, we need a faucet. Where's my faucets? Here they are. Ooh, instantly turning. Whoosh! Uh-oh. Am I missing a tile? Okay. Now those demand a centrifuge. As they go round and round the merry-go-round. I'm actually going to put it to make sure that I can expand in every direction as I please later. I'm going to go ahead and make the effort to put this up here. Okay. It continues to function. Cool. Weird. Okay. Water well pump. Yes, okay. One more tile. Okay. That would end up putting... Want to be careful how we go about this. Okay. Amazes me how it just snatches 4 of them like that. It's so cool. Okay. This belt gets waste product on one side. Okay. Actual nuclear fuel needs to appear on the other side. Alright. Easy enough. Okay. Now you're going to need uranium and iron. The thing just looks really freaking cool. Kind of silly, but it looks so cool. Okay. These will end up putting it there. The iron is just lost somehow. I don't know where the iron goes. But I suppose it doesn't really matter, does it? Alright. Oh, shit. Whoops. Oh, crap. No! You. No. You. Where's all my landfill? Crud. Hold up. Alright. I should carry more of this. I'll just load the plane up with a whole bunch. Alright. Alright. It's amazing how quickly the plane loses momentum, considering it's in the air. Very strange. Alright, I'll straighten things out later. Okay. For this to be fully automated, I'll have to get iron into this. Okay. Now, I need one of these here. And you're the breeder one. Now, what should happen this should eventually fill this up with nuclear fuel. I'll speed the process up. The objective is to fill this belt. You'll see why in a second. That's fine. There. Okay. Now that that belt is full on that side, it can't wedge any more in, which means this stops. Which is good, because this needs to create more green rocks. I only wish I could use the pink ones. Okay. There. Okay, and you'll shove those into him. Hopefully this won't become overloaded. I could always create an alternate thing, or I could just... See, it's stuck sitting there with no place to go. This could become full of spent fuel. That could become an issue. Doesn't really need to be a fast thing like this. Just happens to be everything's going to be express belts because that's what I've got for now. Unless I have a reason to run it slow. I suppose if it expands, it could become increasingly important. Of course, we want the text that will improve this and improve this. For now, though, I would say we more than have things set up. I really wish I had a way to expand to do 9 by 9 and maximize it. It would be so cool to put one here, because then it would have a 400% bonus. But there's no way. Alright, well, we've got our power source. That's what we wanted, and that's what we got. I am going to slam down 2 more of these, and, yeah. I'll need a way to feed iron and, stuff into here. It's going to need radioactive material continually flowing in. Possibly another expansion to its size. Lastly, I left some room in the sea specifically because I expected myself to do this kind of thing. My future self would undoubtedly make messes while trying to pursue the perfection of atomic energy, and who knows what else. We can't really expand any more to this side without crashing into that island, though. Okay. Yeah. Did I get one yet? Where is it? There it is. Plug. Given the sheer amount of heat produced over here, we could probably run a crap ton of these. If I move the whole system forward 1 tile. If I move the whole system forward 1 tile. Yeah, I know. Hold your horses. That gives me the possibility of running this all along this way. Why don't you turn? Oh, right, of course. Boop! Silly me. Okay. Yeah. Okay, got this all figured out now. It should be easy to expand from here to all my energy needs. My fusion, or probably more likely fission-powered base. We've got the power. Okay, goals. Got you. We're gonna want the flying hordes. We're gonna want the flying hordes. Poop. I bet this could run quite a few. This one boiler. And I can stick in more. This should actually use the nuclear fuel excruciatingly slowly. Which is good because it will allow more of that. We're going to get the flying hordes. Look at this. These are what I need now. All of this. I'm going to take the entire logistics system. Buffer chest. I don't remember a buffer chest. Where's my... Here are the ones I'm used to. The Mark IIs out of brass chests. I guess they're just larger logic warehouses. Hells yeah. Definitely. Give me that. I think that's step 2. I think step 2 is robot horde. Why do I need to research the silos separately? Can't I just use the same exact tech as the warehouses? Huh. Seems to be basically the same thing. I'm not using those kinds. Factory requester chests. Yeah. We're going to be using that kind of stuff as well. Yeah, I really got to make a blue one of those. I feel really good about this power system. I don't know, it's just really cool. It's got all the hoses and the fancy crap all over it. It is definitely not going to explode horribly and kill us all. I do have some logic science. We should be good for this. I think, honestly, that's all I need in that department. Of course, as we make the robots, it's going to be very important to take the various upgrades. They're in here somewhere. They are in here somewhere. There it is. Cargo size, worker speed, all that kind of stuff. Purple. You don't take any of the old iron gears out, you just add titanium gears. Of course! Of course, that would create new problems if you were pulling tons of gears out of things. You'd have to find some way to deal with it all. That could be difficult. And it continues to build up the green, the bright green stuff, the glowy stuff. Okay. Yeah. Definitely will need a flow of radioactive stuff and iron into here. The power system is something you need to keep an eye on, so that one stays outdoors. Okay, finally, I do want all of these because I'll probably be using them all. I do want to get into this. Yeah. Let's get all the most advanced smelting because we're going to use it. Can't get rid of this stuff. It's going to be a problem. I don't care about that. I care about these. Huh, it missed one even though it had the grabbing capacity. The drawback of being able to hold multiple items. That and the slight pause. It does have an impact that way too. Nickel, silicon, steel. Oh, steel. Why would I want to give up my tungsten in steel production? It doesn't create a better steel in the game. The game's just steel is steel. So why would you want that alloy? There's no big advantage. We're going to get into tungsten. That's the thing we haven't used yet. The only element we haven't used yet. We're going to get into that soon. Okay. Almost every type of smelting worth doing is going to have been researched. We are going to finally be full metallurgists. And we'll get to build around that. Okay. ultimate titanium. So absurdly fast. Okay. Ultimate zinc. Zinc doesn't come up very often. It's only really used for alloys so far. I don't think I've ever directly used zinc that I can remember. Like, you must build this out of zinc gears. That just doesn't happen. Huh. You can mix in nickel powder to make a tungsten powder mixture. These are so cheap after I've spent 5,000 on something I turned out not to be able to use. These feel like they're nothing. They're just done. Okay. Yeah. The objective is to create a fully automated factory that can just suck resources in and spit out finished products. And using the most efficient methods, ones I've never used before. Huh, you want really big chests? You need to use electronic processing boards. Still not ready for those. I probably should. Got a CPU on it. And a CPU takes gilded wire. I don't have enough gold to do that still. I have almost no gold right now. Low density structure. Heat shielding. Coal liquefaction. Organic plastics. This one I do want. I should research this one. How much do I have left? I have enough to do a little bit more. Alright, let's keep grabbing. Yeah, the arms between fuss a bit and slow things down a little, but it works. But the flying robots, I can make more efficient stuff. How about another that's once again calling for the electric processing boards. It's just a throttle. Everything past that point, I'm just not ready to deal in. Oh, here's where the zinc comes in. And silver. This leads to a lot of advanced things, including the rocket silo. But I don't need it this second. Sure, we can cast haste on those. Make more powerful ones. Okay. I kind of want to drop an alien into this big whirling thing. I want this to be blades. I don't know, just those occasional moments of super villainy rising to the surface where I'm just like, cackle evilly. Throw something into there. That should be in my, it should be in my nefarious. No, I don't need cannons. Honestly, I can skip most of the military stuff. Landmines. Poison, slowdown, and robots that burst out and attack. They're good landmines. I never liked the landmines, but I'll tell you, slow down and distractor robots sound good. The problem with landmines was they were stupid. You'd go out and you'd plant them, and they'd blow up and they'd be gone, and more aliens would just attack 5 seconds later. So what was the point? Alright. I don't have the research to afford that. To play with that helicopter. We're going to upgrade this. Those are going to be long-term goals. Trash slots. Logistics slots. Those are things I'll want. Substations. and all that. Definitely things to want. Diamond axe. Is that really as good as the tungsten axe is going to be? Need to get to 4 for the rocket silo. I think we're looking pretty good. I'm not sure how a modular roboport works yet. Seems like there's a lot of parts to it. I saw nickel and a lot of titanium. Ore powderizer 2. Yeah, I'm going to have to start getting into cupric and ferrous to get access to some really rare elements later. Vehicle roboport does sound nice. I should probably learn this. Alright, I took all the metallurgy type stuff. I'm going to leave what science I have alone for the moment, and we're going to call it a day here. And next time we're going to build our flying swarm. In fact, actually, I don't have a lot of logistics ones, but these are things we'll definitely want. Alright, and until next time and every time, this is Hadriex signing off. Bye. Add-on. Alright, I spent some time thinking about different stuff. There's a few different things I need to do, and I'm going to talk about them as I do them. I'm out of blue inserters. I'll just use a couple filters. I needed to use one filter at least anyway. There. That'll help keep this belt clear. Oh hey, I have a blue one now. Okay, let me throw that radar back down. Okay, so I decided I needed to familiarize myself with the organizational tools and think about what I was going to do here next. What comes next? Let me go ahead. There we go. That's much better. Okay, so first of all, I made these. Yeah, that's right. It's the logistics robots. I didn't make any construction robots yet. Just having the logistic robots. I don't care about construction bots right now, game. Why you telling me about this? Oh. Bzzzt. Okay. So I really should consider removing the rest of the shields and throwing more exoskeletons on. I'll just be a giant ball of legs rolling around the place ridiculously fast, tumbling about. Okay. So, logistic robots, you guys know about logistic robots. They're possibly the coolest thing about this game. Oh, I got sapphire ore. Let's talk about this thing. So I spent a little time playing with it. First, power. Boom, it's powered. See these different things here? Okay. So you can see where they are. I'll just illustrate. First of all, yeah, this is a great organizational tool, I expect. But funny thing is, it actually powers the entire room, which is pretty freaking cool. Of course, it costs an absolute fortune to build, which makes me doubt. I'm still wondering whether or not they're even worth building. They're so expensive. Where is it? Yeah, here it is. This is what I built. 1,000 stone bricks, 500 steel, 250 copper. But yeah, 500 steel and 1,000 bricks? Oh, it's outrageous. But anyway, it's pretty cool now that I know how it works. I don't know what these are. They say they're an overlay controller. These are not chests. I mean, they are chests, but they're not like for storing things. Obviously, there's no room. limit the inventory part to be filled by machines. This has to be some kind of master control switch of some kind. I don't know what the hell it does. These tiles look kind of cool too. Alright, but let's show off what this bad boy can do for my organization. So, this is pretty cool. Okay. Now, it doesn't look like it's going in there. It doesn't look like anything's happening, but that was the third one over, see? And if I go, and I go, isn't that cool? Isn't that cool? It even marks with these little diamonds to show you, as if you didn't know, but whatever. I mean, I suppose it could help. Okay, but this was the real trick. See that? See that arrow? That tells us, yes, it's working. To be like, yes, this is definitely a thing. It even shows us what direction it's going in. See that? That's nice. Somebody really put some effort into this. To making sure every little detail... Oh, come on. Okay. Can't hook a power line into it like you could with the greenhouses. Oh, I don't know. Any old thing. They're going in. And they're going to go back out. And they're all up and down the sides, too. There are 6 ports on each side. So, with an organizational tool like this, I should, and the logistics robots, this base is going to be an entirely different thing. Yeah. Oh, yeah, we can really go do anything. I don't even have to worry about laying power lines. As I said, this whole room is powered, so we definitely have some possibilities. And I just wanted to show that off because it's amazing. Okay. Yeah, when I first got the factory, I wasn't sure how it worked, and there were a ton of upgrades that cost an enormous amount of research to research. But now that I've got them all, actually I don't have them all. There are multiple I do not have yet. I don't have circuit connections. If I want to get into that, this one's actually fairly cheap. Shift R and Control R to change update rate. Circuits are pretty bad for your UPS. Don't use too many of them. I mean, I might need them. I don't know. We'll see. There's a couple of others in like recursion and stuff I don't have. But I'm not going to worry about them over much. The RoboPort, the modular RoboPort thing makes it kind of more complicated than it needs to be, in my opinion. As you have to make antenna arrays and all this different stuff. But I made 4 of them, and that'll be enough to get started. I know that they use a lot of electricity. I remember that about them. So, anyway, we've been converting fuel. That probably tells you about how long I've been running around doing stuff and thinking about things and stuff. Admittedly, I ate an entire meal and watched a show and left it running. Okay, so, what am I going to do with this? So, the shape of the island. Well, I have a lot of resources for expanding it, and I have a lot of room. I could potentially go out and make it this big if I want, and still not even touch something. If I want to absorb other islands in, maybe wipe everything out on here, I could potentially... Oh, I mean, I could theoretically go all the way back this way, too, and make it all one giant thing, but I don't think that's necessary. Particularly since I have this beast. Oh, there was one other cool thing I accidentally discovered because I'd left the pipes in, and I had tried picking it up. I don't remember why I picked it up. But look at that. The pipe stayed. Do you know what that means? That is perhaps the greatest thing about this, by far, as an organizational tool. My TARDIS building, I can throw down several of them. And, like, okay, here, let me give it a, get rid of this. It's bad, I know it's bad. Let's say I put together this over here. Okay, it makes, whatever the hell it makes. Alright. Let's say that I wanted to move it. Let's say something else needed to go here and I needed to move this. I would have to take it apart and put all the pieces back together someplace else. And they're kind of running into each other, and some of them might need more space if I wanted to upgrade them to better buildings and things. And, you know, you can see it's kind of really hard to move things because you have to move a shit ton of things. Pick it up, put it down. Pick it up, put it down. Construction robots would help enormously, which is something I have access to now as well. But this takes it on a whole different level right here. I can just pick up and move things around. Everything becomes modular and easy to shift. I kind of wish I'd built my power system inside one. But you know what? No, the power system should be outside of these. Okay. So, what do I need to do? I need to think a bunch. Each of these is a fortune, so I'm not going to be able to build very many of them at first. What? No. Oh, okay, there it is. Oh, I thought I lost it for a second. So you don't want to jump into my bar, do you? Alright, fine, whatever, be there when I see if I care. Seriously, why not? Some things just don't want to automatically get put there. God, that thing, losing one of those would be such a pain. Alright, so I'm going to have to spend a whole lot of time in thought and a whole lot of time looking at things in detail. And I may need to consider whether or not I need more upgrades on certain things. Specifically, anything that has a formula. Anything I want to mass produce, I need to think about carefully before I start the production. Because these are all intended to be permanent. And given the price tag of these things, every one of them needs to be a major process. It's not I mean, it's a lot of room, but it's actually not a lot of room. Like, I can't get too complicated in here. There's a larger size, but this already costs a fortune. The largest size, I'll never be able to afford. Look at this. 5,000 concrete. 100 substation, 2,000. I don't care how big it is. I can't afford that. I literally cannot afford that. So, place items in the overlay controllers inside your factory. Determine what is shown outside. Ah. So that's what I get for running around inside the building. Oh yeah, it's also lit, which is cool. I'm hovering. It doesn't really show me the R. Okay, thank you, I guess. I guess it's good to know. But I mean, they're just going to mirror on all sides. So, I mean, I already knew where the ports were, but whatever. Thank you, game. I'm not getting a preview of what's inside. However, let's test these. Huh. Well, how about that? Okay, now I know what these are for. Okay. Cool. Yeah. Yeah, no, I was messing with it and just excited, and apparently I still have more to learn about this building, which is cool. Okay, so anyway, I need to figure out exactly what I need in each building so that I can figure out where the buildings are going to be in relation to each other. So let me go over this really quick and then end this video. So let's say that I decided I wanted all the raw materials. See, everything's nice and sorted. So let's say I could just have copper flow up here and I wanted to make copper. Well, what I need to do is I need to track out the entire path for creating copper. The most efficient method. And every single thing that I need going in needs to go in. Let me find a good example. Copper's too simple. I say that, but I haven't seen the most. I haven't looked over the most advanced one. All right, let's say I wanted to make brass. Brass is a useful thing. Okay, first of all, I need to make this. This requires an input of, so you got to have lead, then you have to mix that with zinc, then you have to have copper, then it goes into here and spits it out, and there's probably an even more complicated way of making it now. So, you know, that's 3 different metals that go into it. And look at this. It has to have air. It has to have... oh, wait, no. Yeah, this goes up into this. That's oxygen. Oxygen's involved. Anyway, I have to figure out all the things involved. And I have to say, you know, I'm gonna have to take a piece of paper and write this all out and be like, okay, this one makes brass. Inputs. Copper, lead, zinc, oxygen. Although in that case, I could make the air inside of it and just throw a flare stack and deal with it. But you get what I'm saying. All of that has to go in. And then the output is, in this case, it would be just brass. But a lot of these products, when I produce them, they're going to have additional outputs. For example, gunmetal ends up producing oxygen as a byproduct that I don't really have a excess. No, it's actually going to 2 different things. That's not actually something being produced. That's just... Okay, I'm sorry. Somewhere in here I'll find one that has a byproduct, because they're common. Oh, this is a complicated mess here. Yeah, anyway, I'm already tying many of the byproducts into other facilities. I wish I could find a clean example for you. Oh, wait, here we goes one. This one produces sulfur dioxide, lead. Lead produces sulfur dioxide. So if I was doing... I will be doing lead, so I'll have brass and sulfur dioxide coming out. Anyway, once I figure out the inputs and the outputs, then I can decide where to put these buildings in relation to one another to best use the different inputs and outputs. And I'm probably going to start by being able to process every type of ore. I'm going to want to produce every type of metal. Every single one of these. I haven't even gotten into tungsten yet. There's going to be titanium, which is going to use a more complicated metal. Like almost all of these are using a new method I've never used before. I have to figure out all of this. And I've already mentioned, but let me go ahead and pull up one last thing. One last variable that I'm not sure how to deal with yet. Manganese, platinum. Now, where do you get manganese and platinum, you might ask? None of the ores I've dealt in deal with manganese and platinum. Or chrome. Yeah, new elements that I haven't done yet. Well, for those, I need ferrous and cupric, which are which are a whole nother thing, which involves mixing multiple things together from the chunk stage. With I think it involves the milling drums. Oh, maybe it was catalysts. I'm not sure. I haven't done it yet, but I have to get into an entirely new category of stuff to get out into 3 even rarer, more exotic materials. And so, yeah, I'm going to have to figure it all out before I start doing this. Well, actually, that's not true, necessarily. I mean, it would be best to figure out all the inputs and outputs so I know where all the input, everything goes, so, things not mixed up. But I could build them. I could just build them inside the factories and then pick up and move the factories around into proper locations, but at the very least, I'm going to figure out my inputs and outputs. And that'll be next time. Oh. This is going to be it. I need to name this place. Final Factory, perhaps? I think so. Oh, doggone it. What's wrong with me? What's wrong with me is I've been literally playing this for an entire day and I've exhausted myself. I've only recorded little bits and pieces on camera. Okay. Feels almost like a Final Fantasy structure there. Anyway. And of course, we have to name our power plant. Oh, I don't know. I don't know. Boy. I have nothing but terrible, terrible names. Terrible, terrible, terrible names. Wait. Is it Nuka? I actually don't know. Huh. That's embarrassing. I don't know. Was it Nuka or Nuka? I don't know. I kind of want to name something Fallout related, but I'm too tired to think anymore. What's... you know what? I should just call it a shelter. I really have been up too late on this. That's terrible. I take it back. Undo. I'll name it tomorrow when when I figured out all this. I'll come up with a good, coherent name. Good night.